little secret that people didn't know? 2 weeks ago, Lucci and Thug got on the phone and ended the beef. Squashed it. You think Lil Baby was gonna bring out Yfn Lucci if Thug had a problem with Lucci? So
I agree with that. I do not think that Lil Baby would associate with Yfn Lucci if Yfn Lucci has a problem with Young Thug.
here's what's going on. There's money to be made. There's prison time. There's jail time. There's people who've been hurt on both sides. People who've been hurt on both sides, bro.
Which is very understandable and very honorable on both sides who have took losses and wins if they come to an understanding on okay, enough is enough, because they really doing themselves a favor by not making themselves the topic of discussion as far as beefing in the streets of Atlanta. We all been seeing how the DA in Atlanta really headhunting. So I feel like unless they just trying to sacrifice themselves all around the board, they might as well make some smart choices. And I feel like it do not make neither one of those individuals cowards for deading the issue. What do y'all think?
So to continue the path of destruction is what the commentators want. To the families who it mattered to, y'all don't care about that. Those who will say anything negative about this, I just want y'all to understand. At one
Take this in consideration as well. They have played the game to the max. You know, we all know that in the streets, when you really playing in them, when you really warring with people, you know, it's always going to be life or death. You know, prison or the graveyard, the hospital or the court tank. That's just how it's going to go. So for us to see all this transpire right in front of our eyes, RICO cases, cases on cases, you know, shooting cases, murder cases, people in jail, people in prison, people in all of this stuff transpires and right in front of our eyes, and these people get some would call a second chance. I feel like these people deserve all their flowers, because it's not every day that you get people who really was dead in the trenches going through the trials and the tribulations, and they get some get back and get another chance to live their life, especially when we talking about people who got success on their side, right? Really having money, really having success, really having some careers with their raps and their music, and they could be living the way that most people ain't living. I definitely give them their flowers. Shout out to Lil Baby, shout out to Yfn Lucci, and shout out to Young Thug. And mind you, ain't none of these dudes accused of doing no snitching. Lil Baby and them getting harassed by law enforcement. They trying to put them in jail as well, like they did YFN and YSL. Nah, I'm rooting for them to outsmart the system. That's what it's about in my book. Outsmart the system.
point in time, them crews was good. Then they fell out, and then shoot, it is what it is. But Thug and Lucci already spoke weeks ago. These is facts. But here's the bigger thing. Y'all had no problem when Lucci and 21 Savage embraced each other in the club in Atlanta. This was 2 weeks ago too. So I just want to understand something with some of these individuals who are speaking negative. What should they do? Should they continue to slaughter each other, kill each other, go to jail, somebody dies, but the other people who get caught, they die in the penitentiary, they never get to walk these grounds again, any of that BS. They don't get to do any of that. Gotcha. I just want to make everything emphatically clear. That's what some people are preaching. I just want people to understand, I guess cats can't elevate. People who cruise used to be good. This is documented. Go back and watch the whole entire. Why? Well, you won't be doing that. I know that. That's too many hours. Go find some highlights, if you will, about Thug and everybody being cool at one point in time. You seen Bloody J, you seen Shell Kell, you seen all these cats. You seen Nut, you seen all of these people. You seen this. So what I'm trying to understand is, why not? Y'all seen Gucci Mane and Jeezy put their beef aside.
I'm gonna say this: I will always respect any beef that gets ceased or pushed to the wayside if it was actually a real beef, cause you learn respect and you gain respect with other warriors through battle. And if you can make it through the battle and end up respecting each other, then that's what it's all about. Majority of these times, the individuals who be pushing the war and the beef is the ones who's not really in it and ain't really affected, and they know how to avoid it all around the board. They just know how to make it appear like they loud about the beef and all that type of stuff. But a lot of these people, like, let me say this, I'd rather respect some people who actually was getting into it like this. Let's smaller it down. Let's make it smaller. I respect two people who fight and shake hands after before I respect two people who always got something to say or something negative to say about the next person behind each other back, but just ain't gonna never really have an altercation. That's how I view it.
You know what I mean? We heard the Stay Strapped song by Jeezy when he say, basically, hey, it's a bounty on.
However, I do still respect those who have serious situations and they're not going to let them go. I respect that as well. I just had to put that in here because I didn't want to make people who fall in that category feel like I don't understand them and respect them as well. If you serious and you feel like enough is enough because y'all been really going through serious stuff, then I respect that. If you having serious stuff and you just feel like there's no point of return, then I understand that as well. I just don't understand and don't respect those who acting like they want problems and not engaging in those problems and don't want no problems for themselves but want problems for everyone else and want to try to make it look like they want some problems just to have some type of image. That's the only thing I don't respect.
That chain, man. Take that chain off of him, man. Jacob, or watch or whatever it was. He said Jacob said he didn't make that watch. So we seen that. We seen what that led to, right? R.I.P. Pookie Low. No disrespect, and I really mean that, like literally, all intents and purposes. Like really, rest in peace, that man, because it should have never got to that.
Okay, I feel like we pretty much then got the gist of what we was tuning in with. So y'all go over there to Sadie Nash channel and get the rest of the video if y'all feel like y'all want to catch the rest of the video. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all this with Yfn Lucci, Young Thug, Lil Baby in the comments.